Good day. Thank you very much for joining me on this platform. My name is Dr. Charlie, TSBD, the Small Business Doctor. Before we proceed with today's show, why don't we commit just a few seconds to look into the crucial importance of our environment? We prioritize entrepreneurship with sustainability. So please just hang in there, we'll soon be done. Indeed, our environment is of paramount importance. Whatever you do as an entrepreneur in agriculture, mining, construction, transport, retail, trading, wholesaling, or services, we encourage you to practice entrepreneurship with sustainability and pass on this environment in good steps to future generations for better use. That's exactly what we do with all our brands: VCCI, EIZ, SBGZ, SFS, and SBGA. Just marvel at the fluffy clouds on high, the beautiful waterfalls, and of course the still waters, the amazing duck swimming across the land, the cattle and the deer grazing. Above is the beautiful scenic Xmas Pass in Mutare, Manicaland, Zimbabwe. My name is Dr. Charlie. I want to encourage you to avoid cutting trees and polluting our cities, but practice entrepreneurship with sustainability. Thank you for listening and enjoy your show. Hello, Africa. How are you, Mother Africa? Welcome to SBGA, Small Business Gateway Africa. My name is Dr. Charlie, TSBD, the Small Business Doctor, and I'm the lead consultant here at SBGA. Our payoff line: connecting and empowering African SMEs. Yes, you got that right. Connecting and empowering African SMEs. So let me ask you, are you an African SME? Are you an African entrepreneur? Do you identify as an African SME? Do you identify as an African entrepreneur? Are you passionate and interested in advancing entrepreneurship and SME development in Africa? Put in other words, are you passionate in advancing entrepreneurship and SME development knowledge in Africa? Or are you passionate in African entrepreneurship and SME development? Whichever way you want to put it, it's all about Africa. It's all about entrepreneurship in Africa. It's all about SME development in Africa. And this is what, as SBGA, we strive for and we stand for. Hence, our payoff line: connecting and empowering African SMEs. Like I said, my name is Dr. Charlie, TSBD, the Small Business Doctor, and I'm the lead consultant. I hold a PhD in management from the Manchester Metropolitan University in the United Kingdom, the University of World-Class Professional. Now, without much ado, let me deep dive straight into what I want to share with you. I just want to let you know what our services are. So the first, as you can see right on top there, is business life stories. Let me take that again: business life stories. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are an African entrepreneur, if you are operating an SME in Africa, don't be left behind, because right now we are on a crusade of gathering, compiling, and documenting African entrepreneurship stories. So don't be left out, don't miss out. Get your story documented by SBGA. Create your own legacy. Just to explain, what is business life story? This is whereby you and I will have a very friendly conversation, obviously via MS Teams, Zoom, or Google Meet. And I just ask very, very, very simple questions like, hello, thank you for coming to the show. What is your name? Greet our visitors. And then from there, right, walk us through. When did you get into business? Why did you decide to venture into business? What motivated you? What were the factors? Who supported you? What were the challenges? This is the whole thing about business life stories. It is very, very exciting. This is whereby we give you that opportunity to look back and reflect. Look at how I am turning my head. We call it reflective learning, to look back and turn back and begin to see 5 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe 10 years or 15 years ago, and you begin to laugh. Sometimes it's quite emotional. You might shed tears of joy. Sometimes you scratch, and sometimes, oh, was it me there? That's the whole idea. It is actually therapeutic when you look at it. But above all, there are key takeaways there, because you are going to draw so many, many lessons from your own business journey as an African entrepreneur. Maybe you first started in Nigeria and then you ended up in Burkina Faso, or you even migrated to South Africa and maybe went up north to Egypt there, and maybe went to the eastern Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, or maybe you came to Zimbabwe. These are the stories that we want to hear. It's called Business Life Stories, and we are here to help you create your own leaders and curate them. And this will be published in our SBGA magazine and the African Management Academy of Early to Mid Career Researchers. We also have another publication, which is the African Academy for African SMEs. Let me take that again. It is the Academy of African SMEs. Academy of African SMEs. So your story will be featured in the Academy of African SMEs. And the beauty about it is, then every African child will read about you. Every African scholar will get inspiration from you. Isn't that right? So, business life stories. I'm sure I've whetted your appetite that much, and I'm sure you are saying, hey, Dr. Charlie, how can I contact you? I want definitely my business life story to be captured, so that we ask you, what is it like to start, manage, and grow your business in the African continent? What is it like? Then you walk us and take us through. Right, the next service there is networking. Networking, again, we want you to come together and rub shoulders with fellow African entrepreneurs, okay? Don't do business alone. You can actually network with African entrepreneurs, maybe in Angola, in Mozambique, or some in Malawi, Zambia, Botswana, Namibia, or maybe they're in Gabon or in Cote d'Ivoire. I mean, it is just nice to network with other African entrepreneurs. And during our networking sessions, what actually goes on, you get between 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, depending on who is there, okay? You get those minutes so that you can showcase your products and services during our networking. We'll also have some featured coaching as well as guest speakers speaking to us, and also unpacking trending issues within our different regional economies, be it COMESA, be it SADC, you get what I'm saying, be it the West African economy. So we then unpack what is going on and share knowledge and experiences. Like, for example, we are now talking of financial inclusion. That's a very thematic topic. It's not only financial inclusion, we also have the recent trending topical issue of generative artificial intelligence. What is the impact of AI into, for example, employment, the nature of work, given artificial intelligence? What does that mean? So these are some of the things that we'll be speaking and unpacking during our networking. Obviously, majority of them will be online, and then once in a while we'll also organize workshops and conferences, and we will obviously let you know in which country we'll be hosting such kind of conferences, so that we have that face-to-face interaction. The next service there is the SBGA membership. SBGA membership. Yes, you got that right. Don't just tell us your business life story and end there, or network and end there. We want you here. We want you permanent. We want you to be active in all that we do. And one way of doing that is by becoming a professional member of SBGA. Now, here are the ways that you can become a member of SBGA. Number one, you can join as somebody who does not have a business but is interested in African entrepreneurship and SMEs, and is actually maybe contemplating to one day starting your own business in Africa. If you are like that, your category is the Ruby. So we identify you as the SBGA Ruby Fellow. SBGA Ruby Fellow, and there's an annual subscription which you pay there. We will always let you know when you get in touch with me. I don't want this video to be very long. The next one is you can join as an Emerald Fellow. As you can see, we are using the precious stones. From Ruby, we also have another precious stone which is called Emerald. So you can be an SBGA Emerald Fellow. We reserve the Emerald for all those that are in business but are operating what we call micro enterprises or micro businesses. Now, how do we classify a business as a micro enterprise? Here at SBGA, we are looking at the criteria of the number of full-time permanent salaried employees. In other words, we get into your business and begin to count how many full-time salaried employees do you have. So if you have between 0 to 5, we classify you as a micro enterprise, and then you qualify to join as an SBGA Emerald Fellow. The next step there is you can join as an SBGA Sapphire Fellow. A sapphire is another precious metal which is blue in color. The emerald are green. The sapphire is blue. Now, and the ruby, they are sort of reddish, okish. Now, let us go back to the sapphire. These are the ones that operate small businesses. At SBGA, we classify small businesses as those enterprises that have between 6 and 30 full-time permanent salaried employees. We are not talking about part-time or casual workers. We are talking about full-time permanent salaried employees. If you are like that, you qualify to join as the SBGA Sapphire Fellow. Let's move on. You can join as an SBGA Diamond Fellow. SBGA Diamond Fellow. This is reserved for all our medium-sized enterprises. And again, we look at the number of employees. So if you have between 31 to 75 full-time permanent salaried employees, we classify you as a medium-sized enterprise, and you qualify to join as an SBGA Diamond Fellow. So these are all our SMEs. But we are also opening up to large enterprises. We don't force them. There are those large corporates who are passionate to identify and to partner with SMEs and other key stakeholders in the SME sector or ecosystem. We give them membership, we don't deny them. So if you are a large enterprise, we classify you as a large enterprise if you have a number of full-time salaried employees, if they are from 76 onwards or above. In other words, 76, 87, 90, 100, 300, 500, 1000. Then we say you are a large enterprise operating in Africa. And if you want to be associated and affiliated with us, you can join as an SBGA Gold Fellow. SBGA Gold Fellow. We don't end there. We also offer a membership to our NGOs, non-governmental organizations, voluntary organizations, international development agencies, international non-governmental organizations. Those that want to affiliate with the work of SBGA, they can be categorized as SBGA Platinum Fellows. Platinum Fellows. So I've explained to you all the categories of membership. So what are you still waiting for? Join SBGA as a bona fide professional member so that together we share notes. The beauty about this category is that you can then further network within your categories. For example, there will be a fellowship and a networking exchanging of ideas for rubies, those that are contemplating to get into business. Then there will be a networking event unique for the emerald, that is the micro enterprises, as they share knowledge and ideas. Then there's also a networking for the sapphires, those small enterprises, and obviously a cross-pollination of ideas amongst the diamond fellows, who are medium-sized enterprises, and further exchange of ideas amongst the gold fellows. I'm sure you get what I'm driving at and talking about. So let's move on to the next service that we do offer. We offer research broadly explained. You know, research is quite broad. Baseline surveys, whether it's quantitative, whether it's qualitative, mixed methods, all designs, we are capable of doing that. It could be end of program evaluation. Maybe there's a project that we are doing and now you want some consultant to do the end of project evaluation. We know that these are normally announced through tenders, but in case you don't want to go to the market and placing a tender, just know that as SBGA, we have the capacity to actually do a strategic business planning, end of program assessment, evaluation. So that's what we do, as well as to conduct an SME survey, okay, in particular interest or thematic issues. And then we come in there and then we share our knowledge and expertise so that we help shape policy in our region or within the African continent. So that's about research there. The next service that we provide are a wide range of business advisory services. Obviously, these are wide, and this depends on the unique nature of the African enterprise at hand, whether it's a small business or medium size or large corporate. All we are saying is you can reach out to SBGA and bounce off your ideas or even seek some tailor-made advice, whether it could be at the strategic level, or it's corporate governance, or it's within the zone of marketing or HR or operations, or you want to do some organizational designing or risk or stakeholder. What we are saying is you can reach out to SBGA and we can offer you tailor-made, customized advisory service. The last thing there is about business growth. SBGA prioritizes business growth. And when you talk about business growth, two other underpinnings are very, very important to us. Number one, professionalism. And number two, profitability. In other words, as we help you to drive business growth, we emphasize so much on professionalism, best practices. And secondly, we emphasize so much on the bottom line, on the margin, okay? That is the profitability. So those three things, professionalism, profitability, and growth, are quite important to us as SBG. And that's why we are saying our payoff line is connecting and empowering African SMEs. And of course, the other thing there that's not written are a various range of training workshops. If ever you want to continue to develop your skills, we've got a wide range of training workshops. There are too many: strategic planning, change management, leadership development, supervision, environmental impact assessment, setting up a board and assessing the board of directors' performance, due diligence, mergers, acquisition. What I'm saying is the training workshops are just too many. So you simply name it and we sort it out. So if you are interested in upskilling your skills, in upgrading your knowledge, please look no further than SBGA. We can train you, the founder, and we can train your management team and then put you up to speed and ensure that your knowledge is also increasing in line with your responsibilities and the challenges that you continue to face as you grow your business. So this is about it. Thank you very much for watching and listening. And as you can see, we always offer huge discounts ranging from 10% to 30% and sometimes even 50%, depending on the situation at hand. Now, what are you still waiting for? I've told you everything. Please do get in touch with us, and those are our contact details. Email address African SME at sbgazim.com. African SME at sbgazim.com. The mobile number is +263 71 493 4078. +263 71 493 4078. My name is Dr. Charlie, TSBD, the Small Business Doctor, and I'm the lead consultant here at SBGA. I do hold a PhD in management from the Manchester Metropolitan University in the United Kingdom, the University of World-Class Professionals. With that said, let me invite you, my fellow brethren, please drop some comments there. I'm really interested in your feedback. Please just drop some comments. I'll definitely respond. What do you think of our services? What do you think of this video? Could you please care to like this video, share it with all your colleagues, follow us on all our social media handles, and above all, click the subscriber button so that you are the first to get notified each time I release podcasts like this. And one last thing, what we also did, which is quite novel, is since we are Small Business Gateway Africa, we have also created the sub-regional gateways. That's why you have what we call Small Business Gateway Southern Africa, Small Business Gateway North Africa, Small Business Gateway East Africa, Small Business Gateway West Africa, Small Business Gateway Central Africa. This makes it easier for our networking so that at least we have rubies, we've got diamonds, we've got gold fellows, we've got emeralds, at least networking within these regions. And if you want to move over from North Africa to Southern Africa, we already have knowledge given our members there. I'm sure I've explained everything. Otherwise, that's all from me, Dr. Charlie, TSBD, the Small Business Doctor. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to hosting you and as a member. Thank you very much. And remember, when you also undergo at least a minimum of 16 training workshops, we induct you into our SBG Hall of Fame. Yes, you can become an SBGA Hall of Famer. All you need to do is complete at least 16 training modules or workshops, and you graduate at a colorful event, getting some certificates and some awards, and you become an SBGA Hall of Famer. My goodness, this is hotter. I can't wait to induct you, amongst others, into our SBGA Hall of Famer. Thank you very much. Can you see? I'm always saying thank you very much, bye, because this is exciting. That's what we do here at SBGA. This time around, that's the bye-bye for sure. I look forward to seeing your response and welcoming you aboard at SBGA. Bye-bye. Dr. Charlie signing off. Peace.